So Jess, you wanted to go say hello, and it decided to defecate right as you approached.
Yeah, now it's peeing a whole lake.
So you've been peed and pooped on by a monkey, and now a llama has greeted you with defecation.
We're gonna head off, and we're actually gonna go to Totonicapán, which is where one of our artisans lives, and that's where he has his little workshop. So that's where they do all of the upholstery and painting for the cockpits, and some of our other gear products as well. From there, we're gonna head up further north, and we're gonna go into the Cuchimatanes, which are these highlands of Guatemala and the mountain range. And from there, we are going to go to see the llamas. There is a llama farm that we're gonna be able to camp at, and that's where we're gonna spend the night. We're here on the turnoff to get to Totonicapán, which is where we're planning to go to see our upholstery workshop. So we're actually just waiting here until Enrique, who is one of our upholsterers, is coming down. He's going to meet us here, and then we're all going to ride together up to his place to go and check out the workshop. And we are actually in an area that's sort of been having violent conflicts with each other. So there's this town, we're in Santa Catarina, Ishu something. And Naula is the neighboring town, and they've been sort of warring with each other, and this has been going on for a long time.
Pues es un conflicto que lleva entre Nahualá y Santa Catarina, que ya desde años están peleando por territorios que es tierra de nadie, pues. Son límites que quieren pelear, me imagino que por bienes comunes de las comunidades, pero ya vienen años que vienen teniendo conflictos, y entre estos hay conflictos armados. Y ahora cada vez se empeora porque ya tienen armas más grandes, matan a personas inocentes. Y es un lío que ya ha venido. El gobierno quería entrar, pero no hay ninguna solución.
Recently it got really bad where they ended up there were 13 people who had died in sort of a shootout, and they put the coffins on the main Pan American road here to sort of try and get justice. There are police all behind me, and this is probably the morning briefing that they're going to do, and then they're probably going to head out and monitor the situation. So we just arrived to the upholsterer's workshop. So we're gonna go in and show you a little bit about how we do the upholstery, how they do the upholstery. And so you can get a little bit of a feel about where the K9 Moto Cockpits are being painted and upholstered.
Bienvenidos, pasen adelante, siéntanse como en casa. Es un gusto poder tenerlos en este día acá con nosotros. Este es nuestro taller, yo y mi esposa, y tenemos trabajadores que en conjunto hacemos todo esto que se haga realidad. Comenzamos con el proceso de metal, pues nosotros lo recibimos metal liso, sin nada por el estilo. Le colocamos masía y le colocamos un fondo especial, que este fondo es especial para un metal desnudo, que ayuda a que llegamos al siguiente proceso, que es la antigrava.
So you can see that it's got like a bit of the grooves in it, because it's got that sort of anti-rust, anti-corrosive paint that's on top. So that's really going to keep your cockpit looking nice.
Y luego comenzamos con el proceso de intubación, le decimos nosotros, que colocamos un tubo al todo lateral y que cubre toda la pieza por completo, que tiene una función de proteger a la mascota que va sobre la unidad. Luego del proceso de intubación, comenzamos con el proceso de tapizado.
Les presentamos, estas son las piezas que van con el tubo. Este es para tapizar esta unidad. Esto se coloca así, se hace un proceso, lleva un cosido como en máquina, luego se hace un corte y se coloca acá el tapizado, se acomoda, prácticamente se empieza a cerrar Con una costura artesanal, con una costura a mano.
It's all hand stitched. You can see this is what they do by hand. So it's really intricate work. It's just awesome to be able to do it. And you can see we're here in their family home. They get to be here with their kids all day long. So they get to work from like their home workshop so that Evelyn can take care of her kids here. And she's got Enrique's parents are here as well. So it's really a family sort of enterprise. And we're just really happy that we're able to support that with the cockpits. We've had some people ask us about doing something where they can put their molly attachments to it, the daisy chain type idea. So this is a really early prototype for what we're going to be launching in the new year. And so you're going to see something that looks similar to this, where you're going to have these pieces where you're going to be able to hook things on. And this is on like sort of the outside of the cockpit, because we know a lot of you guys want to attach stuff to the outside of the packing, which is great. Sneak peek is here. This is going to be the Nano. So for those dogs that are less than 20 pounds, here's one for you. Let me tell you a little bit about the GoRUFFLY Around the World adventure, supporting Girl Up. It's going to be an 18-month adventure across 5 continents, where I'll be riding my motorcycle with Moxie on the back in her K9 Moto Cockpit. The fundraiser is to support Girl Up, which was founded by the United Nations Foundation. And their whole goal is to do leadership and development training for girls around the world. They work in over 120 countries, and they have helped over 90,000 girls. The goal is to raise $100,000 for Girl Up during this adventure. So I really hope that you'll go to goruffly.com/world-adventure to donate today and help us reach that $100,000 goal.
¿Y este lugar cómo se llama?
Chajilcihuán. Es un bosque comunal. No tiene ningún dueño, solo pertenece a una comunidad y se va rotando las personas que lo cuidan. Hay senderos, áreas de churrasqueras para acampar.
Ajá.
Por lo visto también tiene baño para perros.
Sí.
Aquí no, aquí hay una casa.
Ajá.
Esta es una casa. Puede que sea un salón ambiental aquí.
Pero no
Aquí tal vez te casas en unos muchos años. Muchos años.
Short wedding, 10 minutes.
Okay. Starting now.
Got screwed up when we were at Enrique's. We ended up going for this lovely picnic, but it took a while because the family came and they had to actually make the barbecue, and so we won't make it to the Llamas tonight, which is what we wanted. But what we're going to end up doing is finding another place to camp along the way, and then tomorrow for Christmas Eve we will be with the Llamas. But you can see I am slowly paddling. Oh, I'm going. Again, we are stopped because there's some sort of procession again, and it's all of these little towns where this is happening. made it to a campsite on this first night. We didn't make it to the Llamas because we didn't end up leaving the picnic place until like 3 o'clock, and it was going to be like a 3.5 hour, 4 hour drive to the Llamas. So we ended up coming back towards Quiche, and then from here we're going to go north tomorrow morning. But the great thing about tonight was Greg found this place actually, which is really surprising because Greg normally doesn't do so good about finding camping places. It's normally me. But he found this place. It's like an eco park, and it's got a river running through it, and it's got like places where you could do barbecue and like picnicking and stuff like that. So we are like the only ones here. They're pet friendly, and we were able to ride the bikes in, and they're safe. There's a guard who's here tonight, so he's going to be watching the bikes. And we've got this really cool sort of terrace that has like a table, and it's got a rocking chair and this like beautiful sort of like lookout. And the cool thing is it's got lights. It's got Christmas lights up. And so by the time now we're getting everything organized, it's great to have the extra light to do it.
Homemade bread and soup.
For dessert, we are having apples and bananas with a bit of brown sugar and cinnamon.
Yeah, this is a tough life.
It is day 2. We're getting packed up and ready to go. We had a lovely night at this cascada, this little eco park that Greg found us. And we have about 2.5 hours, probably more closer to 3 hours to get to the Llamas today. So we're gonna go hang out with the Llamas this afternoon, and then we're gonna camp there for Christmas Eve. And then tomorrow we will start heading back down to Antigua. My Go Roughly Around the World bracelet. Okay, you take the rest. We'll meet you down there.
Slow down, mama. Why you talk so mean? Good Lord, Nashville, it ain't what it seems. Got nice clothes, late night shows, boogie down at the bar. Fiddle tunes and homemade booze, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now and don't look back. But hey, don't you wanna play? Hold on, sugar, why you look so sad? Come on now, mama, ain't nothing here so bad. You got fast cars, movie stars, party on down the street with Mary Jane, good cocaine, plenty down there to eat. You can double down, throw some dice, you can take off now, don't think twice. But hey, don't you wanna play? Baby, go on. Tell me where you wanna go. But baby, I don't work down there anymore. No, I don't. Getting late. Come on now, mama, don't you hesitate. Grab my hand, where we land. I got the champagne. We can knock it back, get on track. Come on, grab this thing. Double down, roll the dice, take off now, don't think twice. Hey.
So Moxie and I are here. We just arrived to the llama farm. I'm so excited to see them. Supposedly they like dress them up a little bit for Christmas.
Rear clear.
Clear. Moxie over here, she's got like a love-hate relationship when it comes to animals. So we'll have to see. This will be her first llama experience. So she might get spit on, I'm not sure, but we will document it all.
Okay. Christmas llamas.
Christmas llamas.
Hay 4 clases de estos animalitos. Ahí están los llamas, y guanacos, y alpacos y vicuños. Los vicuños más lisos, más pequeños. Los alpacos más barbuditos, más malanos.
Malano.
Ahora los, ¿cómo se llama? Los llamas regular. Ahora los guanacos casi ya son limpios. Más largo el pescuezo, los orejitos más largos.
¿De dónde vienen precisamente? En ese sentido de que no son originarios de Guatemala.
Mira, en primer lugar, y es ya hace 20 años, vino, son chilenos, vino para pasear con los turistas en el Cholmontaño. Y la carne es carne. La lana sirve para hacer suéteros, sofantos, guantes, gorros. Y para producir, para crecer más en Guatemala.
Maxi, sit.
Hola. Okay.
Está orinando.
I got the pooper.
So Jess, you wanted to go say hello, and it decided to defecate right as you approached.
Yeah, now it's peeing a whole lake.
So you've been peed and pooped on by a monkey, and now a llama has greeted you with defecation.
Sí, sí.
God, I hope it spits
He's
on
still
her.
pooping, he's still pooping.
Yeah.
Todavía.
Its tail is raising.
Well, don't say that.
It is. Look at that. It just keeps going up higher. Now it's pooping again. This is incredible. Now the poop, one could be forgiven for thinking that the poop is pee because it kind of pours out as like large drops, but they're really actually large, like small pellets. Huh?
It burped at me.
God, all you want, Jessica, is llama love, and this guy cannot be obliged.
Maybe I should pick another one.
Jessica pregunta si escupen.
Sí.
¿Sí?
Cuando moleste, escupe. Ahora el guayo es cuando estaba comiendo. No se escupe, no le gusta que le toque.
¿Y se ponen bravos o
no, solo
escupen nomás?
Solo escupe.
Yeah. Moxie did quite good. She had a little bit of a stare down, but they're so soft, so cool. These guys are so soft, they're so furry, you know, like it's... Oh, there's some dogs coming in too.
¿Hay un sitio donde se puede montar la tienda?
Sí.
Ok. ¿Dónde prefiere usted que la pongamos?
Yeah.
Sí.
Vamos a buscar.
Ok.
With me. Greg, don't walk.
Ok.
Moxie. And the little guy, a mini pony.
¿Se quiere aquí? ¿Se quiere aquí?
Sí,
¿O quiere acá?
Tal vez aquí.
Aquí.
¿Se puede
bien?
aquí?
Sí.
Sería genial. Ok.
Ajá.
¿Y las motos las podemos
entonces
entrar?
Para entrar adentro.
Ah, okay.
Sí, para la seguridad, ¿no?
Ajá, sí.
Did you just stop? Shh, Moxie, quiet. Moxie, quiet. One of our miniature donkey males has a hard-on for his wife, who is pregnant. She is, I think she has 5 more months left, and it's an 11-month gestation period. So she is, so she stays half of the time at Marco's house, and then she comes over here and she gets to be with him as well, and he's very happy to see her.
Moxie, you jumped down to lay on your bed before I could even sort of straighten it out or anything. Fortunately, it has built-in padding, so I'm sure you're comfortable. So this little guy that's sitting up there, he's wearing his traditional Todos Santos clothes from this region, and he's playing video games on the smartphone. Yes, we do have a whisk, a camping whisk. So it is super duper cold. We are at what, 2 degrees Celsius, 35 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's only about 8 o'clock, which means it's going to get colder.
Hi guys, thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this episode. As you can see, I'm pretty unlucky when it comes to animal love. All I want is for them to love me, but they just don't. From the llamas in this episode, that all they wanted to do was poop and pee when I came near them, to the monkey at the Chiminos Islands that pooped on me, and even my chickens here, when they're running around, they just come and they peck at me because they want me to give them treats. And my turtles here that are basking in the pond, they've got this nice little island. Every time I come by them, they just do like a nosedive right into the water. And even when we went to pick Moxie out from the litter, the dog that I initially wanted, White Paw, she didn't even care for me. She just went the other way, and all I wanted was for her to love me. So I just seem to have this track record of animals not loving me. The only animals that seem to love me, other than Moxie now, who loves me, are the street dogs that are out here in Guatemala. The street dogs used to get a lot of food from the garbage, from the restaurants and the businesses that were here, but when COVID came, everything shut down, and so there wasn't any garbage and food for the dogs to eat. So I thought, okay, I think they need some food, so I got a nice big bag of kibble and I would feed them. At first I would feed them right by the door, and then they realized soon enough that they could just come to the door and that's where I'd be so that they could get fed. And it got to the point where there would be about 12 dogs that would be following us. And Greg and I would be going along, and we just have this trail of dogs along with our Moxie going to the hardware store or even to the supermarket, and they just came along because they assumed that when we would come back, I would feed them. But they still hang out here. They love me every time I come out and they want to see me, but they've learned that I no longer will feed them right in front of the house, so they sort of stay to their spot. So at least I have some creatures who love me. I'm looking forward to the camels. You know, the camels might end up loving me. I love camels, but we'll have to see how this connection works when we see them in real life. So I hope you guys will continue to follow along. Don't forget to subscribe to us here on YouTube and on Instagram and Facebook at GoRUFFLY. Talk to you soon.